practice is loosely informed by several responses from the questionnaire I conducted. For 6 females, having long and well-kept head hair is a definitive factor of the feminine woman. I had my hair cut above chin length in 2011 in an attempt to match the hair trends set by Frankie Bridge from the Saturdays, whilst I was still attending secondary school. During this time, I was met with terms like dyke, lesbian or boy, often shouted aggressively through the corridor down to me by males in various other year groups. Now, 6 years older and currently situated in a different environment, I'm intrigued to discover whether these terms and perceptions would still be used when referring to a female with short hair. Interestingly, I discovered an article written by a controversial figure in the world of feminism, Rouge Fee. Whilst he recognises that the length of hair determines one's health and fitness, he goes on to claim that, open quote, a woman cutting off healthy hair is one step away from literal cutting off her skin with a sharp object, because both denote a likely mental illness, close quote. We cannot ignore that Britney Spears' breakdown led to an impulsive head shave. However, and a huge however at that, this is a completely outlandish statement. I have not been medically diagnosed with a mental illness, nor do I wish to physically harm myself. Instead, the shaving of my hair will come as a resistance to comments and perceptions like this. I wish to interrupt the conventional materiality of the female body, and this is one way to do so. I will continue to write and video record diaries of the process of growing it back, discussing and questioning moments of high or low emotions, the responses of my peers and public encounters, all referring back to my identity as a woman.
So, as soon as I started shaving, it started to look a lot shorter than what I thought it was going to look like. So, I'm a lot shorter hair. The hair is a lot shorter than what I thought it was going to be. I am going to tidy it up, don't worry. I have housemates on the case for that. But yeah, this is my shaven head. I thought I'd cry, but I'm not crying, and I'm not. It feels like a lot of weight has just been like taken off my head, but it also feels like people with long hair will know this, you know, and you have your hair scraped back for so long and then you take it down, like they're taking it down, that's how it feels. Oh, my ears are so big. I'm gonna look like my brother now. Not that I didn't anyway, but I'm gonna look like 10 times more like him.
I'm starting to overthink things now. Sort of questioning why I did it. Initial thoughts, I kind of went in the shower and took all my makeup off and looked in the mirror and I was like, I don't know, I just felt a bit shit. I'm a bit scared to go back to Frisbee next week. There's a sort of guy there that I kind of did really like him, and then I'm now going to go, I'm kind of nervous to go back and to see his reaction of what I look like. I go home tomorrow as well. My mum doesn't know I'm coming home. My dad and my brother do, but they don't obviously know that I've shaved my hair. I just come back from my weekend/day at home. A lot of the comments yesterday were very positive. My dad initially kind of hated it. The first thing he said was, "It looks fucking awful." But that's just my dad. He's very traditional with the sort of views that yeah, it gave me a lot of confidence yesterday, and I think it was because I saw a lot of people, like family, friends, and maybe they didn't want to offend me. Yeah, I felt good. I think one thing that I did kind of get a bit worried about was I walked past a restaurant that we were eating in that evening, and I saw the backs of 2 girls I sort of don't really get on with at school and had a lot of trouble with, and I kind of ran away. I was like, I'm not ready for those people to see my head. I know they kind of talk about me behind my back, and maybe I wasn't ready for that to happen quite yet because I hadn't seen all of my friends from uni and I hadn't had their reactions, so I didn't want to feel like I know that they were going to bitch about me, if that makes sense. So yeah, I kind of ran away. Tuesday was quite a big day. I went to work in the morning. Everybody again said that they really liked it, and yeah, I've been feeling pretty confident at work. A colleague asked a customer what he thought. Regular customer. I think he said something along the lines of, opinions are best kept to themselves. And then went on to say, I think she was pretty before and she didn't need to do that. That was quite interesting. It made me question whether, like, am I not pretty now that I've got no hair? Like, does hair define prettiness? Is hair the reasoning why someone's pretty? Like, what does pretty mean? There was quite a lot of intense stares, and I got that when I went home as well. And I think because at home everybody knows everybody, I think everybody would expect to know why I have my head shaved, because it's such a small town. Everybody sort of knows everyone's business. Frisbee, I think that was the worst. I was very nervous. And I went in and everybody was like, a couple of girls were like, oh my God, and then kind of just giggled it off. People looked a bit awkward. The guy, didn't talk to him at all. I didn't even look him in the eye. That was the worst thing about it, I think. I think after he started looking at me and staring at me without saying anything, I kind of kept looking at my reflection and I was like, why? I think being around males, because I'm predominantly heterosexual, I feel really awkward because I feel like I can't look at guys in a lustful way because they might be like, why is she looking at me? But after that, it was okay. Frisbee wasn't fine. Like, no one really sort of said anything. Everybody was like, oh, I love your hair change. But I kind of think people are restraining from what they actually think because they don't want to offend me. But I don't want that to be the case. I want people to say if they don't like it. I'm not going to be offended. I'm a bit worried to go on nights out, I think. And I think that's because I think I've been getting a lot of attention, and I think that's what's been giving me confidence. But I think it's attention because I've shaved my head, not because I'm attractive. And that's a big thing for me. Being told that I'm beautiful and being looked at romantically and being close with someone is really, really important to me, and it does define my identity. So I'm a bit worried to go out because I do go out on night out. I do go out on nights out and kind of hope that someone will pay attention to me in that way, but I feel like it will just be stares. I've had quite a few people ask if I'm raising money for charity and if they could donate to the charity that I'm raising money for. I think quite a few people are quite shocked that I said that I'm doing it for myself. Clearly showing that girls don't really choose to shave their head. It just shows that it's not the norm for a girl to have hair this length unless doing it for charity or unless they are unhealthy.